Hello, 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 and welcome back to the continuing adventures of Shadowblade as he sneaks through the dungeon. I am sorry the last video got cut off a little abruptly as somebody called and I hit close and then I realized that the video was recording had been closed and you know how it is. In any event, it was a decent time to stop either way, so I'm not that upset about it. And let's continue the ice cave that I left off in. I have several allied death yak folk somewhere behind me, which makes me a lot more confident with every new hurdle I walk into. Unfortunately, I'm having a hard time getting any good Methodic positioning off right now. That was decent. That would have been stellar, but it was a miscast. Excellent. Stab, 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 stab. That should do. No. Actually, yes. I will intentionally walk into Noxious Fume Cloud. I don't care. I'm flanked by 2 death yaks. Anybody tries to come up me while I'm confused, they're gonna die. Wait. Momentarily confused? Ashinzari is giving me clarity. Oh, snap. Okay. That changes everything. I mentioned this in a previous video that he would eventually give me that, but he apparently is giving me clarity now, so hooray. By the way, this whole circuitous route I'm taking is just because I didn't want to deal with one ice statue. Oh, please, dear God. Nope. Looks like I'm not going to get any free stabs here. So instead, we're going to try this like a mage. Fire and Methodic. Anything comes out, they burn. Anything doesn't come out, they beat each other up. That frost giant is obviously more than a little cause for concern. And I have no intention of facing him straight up. But he is confusable. So when his cronies have whittled away in number a little bit more, I will be able to stab him, hopefully. Is he in a confused... No, he is not in a confused cloud. Now he's in a confused cloud. Wonder how long he'll last standing in a confused cloud against my death yak. Not very long. I really wanted to stab him for extra EXP, but honestly, he's a frost giant. I just don't want to die. And those guys can surprise you. They survive 1 or 2 disable spells, and suddenly you've got bolts of cold flying out of their assholes, hitting you while you're being blasted with something else, and then you're dead. It's not entirely accurate, but it's pretty close. Okay. Honestly, the crazy part is, if they had started me off against 10 ice beasts, I would not have been able to do this at all. Like, any of this. Let's see what we got here. The Book of Ice, which in fact is almost... Yes, I should have thought... Okay, if I had thought this through before, I would have realized this was a very likely result. How many ice-related spell books are there? And Ensorcelled Hibernation is an ice spell. 2 and 2 make 4, and I now have Ensorcelled Hibernation. For anyone who would say you got lucky, I want to point out that I did in fact survive to level 11, 12... And the only non-wizard spells that I have made use of are... none. I got Confusing Touch, but I never unbound my hand to use it. Oh, Animate Skeleton. I did make use of that, and it was not unuseful. So, despite the fact that I have located the Book of Beasts and Cantrips and all this other stuff, which is nice, and the Book of Fire, which could have transitioned me very smoothly into a Conjurer, I didn't do any of that. I just focused on building my stabber and using nothing but a fairly basic dagger. Remember, this started off with at least 2-3 points less here and 1 point less here. This was a 1-1 or a 1-2 dagger, or sorry, a 2-1 or a 1-1 dagger probably of speed. And it's not like I haven't found several cool daggers as I went that I could have used as a base dagger. So really, this is not a case of you got a lot of good stuff and you just got lucky. This is pretty much a case of you're playing a stabber. They don't require that much equipment. Now I'm doing something incredibly risky. If ice fills this corridor, I am dead. Actually, this is a long corridor, and I'm not sure that it's not going to ice up pretty deep. So I'm just going to go out the other way. If I had a higher health pool, I would be a little bit more bold. I don't have that high health pool. It doesn't take much to... Ooh, do I want to drink this? No, I don't. Sparkling water can occasionally mutate you. I don't know if it's always beneficial, always negative, or something in between. But, you know, like any good crawler, I assume it's going to hurt me until I know it's not. Okay, the only other thing I would say is Ashanzari is giving me vision of loot beyond this wall, and I don't know what it is. I don't have the ability to scry through walls yet, unfortunately. That would have been very helpful right now. Yeah, what the hell. I'll blow another digging wand. Charge to get through. Well, thank you, Ashanzari, for giving me loot. For the sake of one charge of one wand, I acquired several new ones. I am going to ditch the Wand of Magic Darts. I don't see myself using a Magic Dart wand when I can do it when I can cast it from my... Actually... Or I could just eat something. And that fills up the hunger just fine. Can ditch the Magic Wand... Dart wand when I'm inside the dungeon again. Oh, 2 beautiful stabs. It's not always the number, but how hard you would have had to work without it. And yes, at this point, even though I don't have art poise, I can totally self-Methodic with impunity. These guys are almost certainly going to be cold resistant, which makes... the polar bears, which makes Ensorcelled Hibernation a bad call. This guy, on the other hand, is not. I usually keep Ensorcelled Hibernation on F a few times that I've run Stabbers before, so let's just do that again. Boom. A couple casts and then he's dead. That's what I like to see. Now, what are we dealing with for spell power here for EH? Not that good. It's a Hexes of Ice. Ice is a -2, Hexes is a +2. Hexes has already been trained some. We're gonna go ahead and twiddle that on and turn off Evocations. Evocations is respectable right now, but remember how my logic earlier applied? Well, now it's the opposite logic. I have less that I need to train Evocations for and more that I need to train... I am currently holding the reason that I would need to train Ice Magic. I am not currently holding the reason I would need to train Evocations. I have the wands in theory, but in practice that's only a minor reason. I've experienced most of the dungeon. There's almost certainly something of worth back here, this way somewhere, but... Well, actually, maybe if I just... I mean, what the hell, right? No, just a deep pool of water. Okay. Get me my potions, boys. And this is going to put me overweight, probably. Yeah, too overweight to actually escape. So, bread ration, still too heavy. Oh, never mind. They don't check weight when you get out. And now I have to ditch everything I'm not going to use so that I don't remain overweight. Let's ditch all of the darts. Well... 18 of the darts. I'm going to hang on to 5 just in case I need to throw it at something that needs to pop quickly. Book of Ice. In fact, what does the Book of Ice do? The only thing on here that I might ever use is Freezing Aura. I don't know if that works on already branded items. I'm fairly sure it doesn't. Let's in fact read just to be sure, but... Oh, for the love of God. Question/spell describe ice. Okay. Frost? What was it called? No, okay, it's neither of those. What is it called? Freezing Aura. Okay. Question/spell describe aura. As a weapon or a launcher, it will not affect weapons which are otherwise subject to special enhancements. So yeah, that almost certainly includes my speediness of this dagger. So that's something I might come back for to Vorpal on in the far, far future. It's not at all something I'm going to be using right now. Metabolic and Glaciation, I'm fairly sure is not that helpful either. Slowing non-RCs bypasses monster resistance. See, yes. AoE, it used to be an AoE confuse, I believe. Now, or paralysis. Now it's just an AoE slow. Slow is nice and all, but it's not worth 5 spell levels and special spell training just for that. Let's see. What else can I ditch? I should try all these wands. Surely half of them will suck. Flame. Nothing appears to happen. Drain. Lightning. Let's try some of the nothing appears to happens. Hasting. And... oh, I still haven't tried a few of these. Frost. And... Charm. I was way more concerned with the electric eel dying than with him actually being useful as an ally. Because without Aurelek, electric eels can really make you unhappy. Hell, with Aurelek, it can probably make you pretty unhappy. You know what, just go at it, you snakes. Just do whatever you want to do. Okay, next we're going to have to get rid of wands that I've ID'd. Thanks to having all of these variable higher power wands, I'm just going to ditch the wand of magic darts. I don't much care for enslavement. Okay, done. Yeah, I mean, if I'm going to attempt a disabling spell, I'd rather it be one that results in the death of my target, not the temporary control that gives out the moment you need it for the enemy you actually wanted it for. Have I found any jewelry in this dungeon? Just multiple rings of fire that I don't want, and a ring of life protection I barely need. Huh. And do I have any spells that I don't want? Apportation. I specifically don't want it. I'm not going to get rid of it, because I don't need the spell level either. Drop the wand of magic dots ×2. Crocodile. I'll take you on. Cocodrillo. Now I get all the advantages of EH with all of the survivability of a wizard. It's foolproof. Proves I'm a fool. See, right there? That's something I love being able to do, which your standard stealthy guy can't. Oh, what's that? They all woke up? Oh well, I'm fucked. Nope, they all woke up, that's fine. Let's confuse the hell out of them. And self-Mephitic, because Ashanzari is awesome. We love you, Wonder Woman. I mean, Ashanzari. So many easy stabs. It's beautiful. And the other thing about, okay, being a Mephitic stabber, you need to keep your stab score even higher than you normally would, because you're not getting the tier 1 stab bonus, you're getting the tier 2 stab bonus, for the most part. So it's significantly less... okay, I guess I don't remember whether the tiers go up or down, but you're getting the lesser stab, the confusing stab, rather than the sleeping stab. So you need to be aware of that you need to be dealing even more damage with each stab in order to break even. It's not a big deal though, because guess what? Tier 2 stabs work just fine. You get a lot more of them in because they stay confused even after they've been damaged. I don't even know why I'm still discussing this, since now I'm both at once, but whatever. Ensorcelled Hibernation, decent power, that's good. Keep it growing, please. What is this new wand of mine? Awesome. Cold, frost, lightning, draining, flame, hasting, paralysis. All good stuff. Rod of Warding, I don't think I will ever use, but I will hold on to it because if I ever need it, it will be very nice that I have it. Elven Blowgun plus magic, plus poison needles, I can safely ditch. At this stage of the game, I'm not going to be poison kiting pretty much at all. I'm going to try take down the Hydra. It woke up. I'm going to try to sleep the Hydra. Dude, you're not invincible. Stop acting like you are. You get out of my way. I'm working on the Hydra right now. Too far. Time to get out of here. Apparently there are more enemies that have spawned on this floor. Since they are already aware of me, I'll just open with Methodic. Nice thing about having a stealth core this high, they momentarily leave your sight, they have a very, very hard time finding you again. Especially unintelligent creatures. Alright, that's definitely something I want to pick up. Getting an apricot. Pick up heal wounds. Dropping frost since I have cold. In fact, how many charges is left in this thing? Still don't know, huh? With a reasonable evoke score, you usually can calculate how much is left in a wand after just a couple zaps. Only thing in here that's even marginally entertaining is... Actually, there's a couple. Regeneration is definitely nice. Shroud of Gulubria, in theory, is useful. In practice, I'm not actually going to make much use of, so I'm going to ditch it. And what if I put regen on? J, necromancy / charm. Why don't you go ahead and up its necromantic value for me? Just a little. No, it's charm value, because as a Spriggan, I can get that a lot faster, and it will pave the way for other buffs in the future. Beyond my understanding, eh? I don't suppose it's beyond Ash and Zari's understanding. Oh, okay, never mind. We're talking like top level spells here. I'm not going to be doing that. I will eventually want stuff like Pass Wall and Dig on my repertoire. Hell, if that was available, I'd start working on them now. Okay, so my dodge is almost in... Yeah, it's almost over 40 at this point, which is fantastic. I want to be unburdened before going to this combat. I'm just lugging this bread or these scrolls all the way back out because I want them safe for when I decide to upgrade to a final weapon. This is not my final weapon, and it is already at +5 for accuracy, which is more than enough for a stabber who doesn't really need the accuracy bonus to begin with. My final weapon is probably going to be a nice branded quick blade, or a saber of some kind, perhaps. Cursed ring of teleportation, huh? I should actually ID potions from now on, since I don't need ID scrolls for so many other things. Hey, you! Come at me. See, that's how it's supposed to work when you fight a Hydra. Not 7 attempts at casting it, only to have one of them succeed for less than half a turn. Yeah, just ignore it. Whatever it is. Fine, we're gonna ignore it. I don't have the patience to run that all the way back up again. Unfortunately, Potion of Confusion can't be thrown at an enemy for instant effect. Which would be cool if it could. If you could hurl a potion at an enemy and have it break, and then... Actually, it would give an incentive to try and ID that without just test quaffing it, beyond just that it's painful. Ditch the Ring of Ice, I have no interest in it. Quaff the Black Potion. Oh, fuck me. The one time I didn't ID it. Well, I was getting careless and I paid the price. That is in fact how the game goes. Mercifully, the particular set of curses, I mean mutations I picked up are not that bad. And now I have absolutely no problem just randomly quaffing potions whenever I'm alone, because it can't get any worse, right? I'm already mutated. Let's ditch something. These wands are probably what's Let me take a look at my inventory, see what's weighing me down. Wands weigh about 10 AUM a piece. So my large array of wands that I don't use is really weighing me down. We're gonna ditch anything that doesn't shoot on a line. So lightning is fine. We're gonna lose flame and lightning because I have superior weapons for both those roles. Yes! It's always so much more convenient when it just works. Okay, that's many, many, many failed attempts. You guys are dumb enough to walk into fire, right? Yes, you are. And finally, one of them actually worked. Given that I know there are enemies behind these trees, I'm just gonna do this. Y'all idiots can deal with that if you're in the mood. With any luck, some things will die inside there. No luck at all, I'll still have an easier time getting it to them. It's just, I don't know if you've ever been in the situation where you're like, oh, this is going to be awesome, then you attack and suddenly all of them wake up, bite you, and you die instantly. I've been in that situation very rarely because I don't let it happen, for the most part. Okay, excellent. I think that's all of them. What are other short blades that I've just ignored? There's that draining sword. It's not a bad item. I just don't like ruining my EXP gain by draining my targets, and you totally get that if you drain long enough. The other thing I'd forgotten about Ensorcelled Hibernation. Unlike Mephitic Cloud, which when it misses, you still usually get another 2 or 3 turns of having a shot at it because the cloud persists. With EH, if it misses, you're just out a lot of mana. Well, a little mana. It's only 2 mana. It's not that much. With Confuse, you're just out a lot of mana because 3 mana is quite a reasonable amount. And am I still wearing basic? No, I'm wearing something reasonable. Okay. Still not anything good, but something reasonable, at least. I say not good because it's still just it's still a robe. Oh, come on, just blink across. Thank you. No, was that so hard? Okay, now blink me back the other way. Down we go. Oh, elephants decided to come. There's no escape to the southeast, so I need to take a moment to lure them this way. Just have them all walk through a fire to reach me. Just pop back in and stab anytime my EH actually goes off. Nope. Maybe. Maybe. Yup. Okay, next. Stab, stab, stab. None of those worked. I'm just gonna do a nice big circle around this area, just for good vision's sake, and then I'm gonna start retreating to the staircase, because these wide open areas always make me terrified of the possibility of getting swarmed. You know, no hallway to retreat through, nothing to funnel my enemies down. Scary. Another remove curse. I now have enough remove curse scrolls that I can start using them to curse myself, or to curse items onto my person. And I think I'm gonna do that actually because, yeah, I don't have a curse armor scroll, and I do want to curse this robe on until I have a superior option. So go ahead and drop 2 remove curse scrolls and pray. And they were all turned out to be to be cursed weapons, so. Okay, and that was a cursed jewelry. Unfortunately, none of those really tickle my fancy, so I'm not going to be wearing any of those. And now I no longer have a high number of remove curse scrolls. I have a low number. Enough for maybe 2 rounds of recursing. Oh well, that's the whole point of playing roulette. You always lose unless you're cheating. And you can't cheat because Albert Einstein said the only way to cheat at a roulette table is if you're actually, you know, using magnets or some shit. Oh, boom, there we go. Oh, baby. 1, 2, 3, 4. It may not have looked like that, but the risk assessment that I did before entering that was how many sheep will I be fighting? And then I remembered I can outrun them, so it wasn't an issue. Now I can fight the sheep, and I'm not even going to waste my time EHing them. I'm just going to mass confuse and then let my Hydra go to town on the whatever I don't finish. Okay. But I am going to raise the sheep, and like sheep they shall follow me to their deaths. How am I doing for food, actually? Oh, plenty. There's at least some in a store somewhere up there that I forgot about, and I have a reasonable amount on my person. It's not like I'm out. You know what? 4 failed attempts at EH is enough for me to say, fuck you guys, I'm just gonna stab you the old-fashioned way. Oh, he must have already woken up. That's why he just refused to, yeah, you can't EH and then EH again shortly thereafter. It takes a while they're immune. Potions of restore abilities, save 1 for later. Magic, keep it. Resistance, keep it. Agility, drop 2. Might, drop all. Healing, and heal wounds, keep all of them. Porridge, keep it. Speed, lose 1. That should trim out the fat. Hey you. Die. Karaboom! Die. Die. Okay, what have I turned on, what have I turned off? Charms and Ice Magic were there to raise my EH power and my regen power / castability. Regen is decent. EH, on the other hand, still needs work. I'm gonna turn off the Ice School, though, and just go Hexes for the rest, because Hexes will also help me train for invisibility eventually, which is the end goal of any good stabber. Well, not the end goal, but the late game, mid to late game goal. The Volt's goal. How's that? Man, I love how much experience I get for stabbing a Hydra compared to how easy it is thanks to my high stealth. Just ignore that. Pick that one up. I don't care what we have to ditch weight-wise. I don't know why you have a new Wand of Frost, so get rid of that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 elephants! Slaughterhoused. Skip the Wand of Lightning. Stab the frog. crocodile. I'm gonna ignore the croc that's following me to... Nope, they all woke up. This narrow hallway will prevent too many of them from reaching me at once. And I'm gonna clear the other side of it by just a quick stab. Yes, go into the cloud of noxious fumes. As long as the Shinzari doesn't hate me, it's fine. Let's ID the ring. Sustainabilities. Hasting, there's 3 of them. I'm actually going to put on sustainabilities because I currently have body deterioration. So it actually will counteract that quite nicely. Not that I actually need to counteract that, but I want to. Boom! Took several attempts, but once he went under hard. Once he went under, he went 6 feet under. Ah! Clever, clever. Yes, I'm calling myself clever. Deal. Okay, there's a lot of goodies and a lot of enemies to get at them through. Oh, because I'm on layer 8, I didn't even notice. Ha ha ha. No wonder I've had to deal with so many Gorem enemies. There's always the just dig my way to the goodies option, but I'm not going to do that because that is going to leave me surrounded by enemies in the foreseeable future. Rockworms are unaffected by sleep status, apparently. And I don't know if they're resistant to they are resistant to poison. So both of my standard methods for disabling enemies do not apply here. Mercifully, I have enough strong zombies that we can just beat him up. Or beat him down, as the case may be. Stab, you dead. Stab, you dead. Can't stab you dead. Stab you dead. Wake him up. Have him face my allies. Can we dig him out? Not really. Yes, we can. To hell with it. Let's dig him out. Oh, man. Okay, you know what? Fine. Just fine. Breaking off the fight. There's an enemy inside there. I don't know what it is. I also don't see... Oh, there we go. There's a secret door. That's the ticket. Well, what the hell? It's a dragon. It all comes down to this. If I walk up to him and stab him, I win. If not, he wins. I win! And by he wins, I mean I'm in serious peril and my resist fire suddenly doesn't look like enough and I have to power myself up. It might have been worth my while to put on a potion of resistance for 2 levels of RF, but drinking it might have also been exactly what gave the dragon enough time to attack. And I was really banking on just blowing through him like I did. Okay, now what? Let's clear the chamber, get some gold. And did I manage to get a hide out of that? That would have been really nice if I did. Nope, okay. You guys just keep working on that, that's fine. I'm meanwhile going to go to town on all this other stuff here. I don't know how resistant fireflies are, but if they're anything like Spriggans, whom they are often found with, they've got really good MR. Oh yeah, you're unaffected by this. I don't know why I keep thinking it's gonna work. I'm just gonna leave these rock monsters alone, honestly. At this point, what am I supposed to do with them, really? This place is designed for them. They're gonna keep hiding in the walls. I can't stab them dead. I can use my Wand of Paralysis until it's out of charges on them. But that seems like a lot of work for an elective enemy. Yeah. Pretty much gonna leave him be. Or that. That works. If I can get him out of the... Hey, you, follow me. Out of the mess. Out. 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 Good. I need to stop miscasting. Well, clearly he's found a good way to survive that I can't stop. Let's go ahead and open a completely different chamber. I do have resist fire, and these are all Methodic vulnerable. I think. Is he Methodic vulnerable? No, he is resistant to poison, but susceptible to ice. Okay, now that I've gotten rid of the non-Methodicable ones, we'll just finish the job. Oh, you're not Methodicable, but you are killable. And the Methodic takes them all down. Boom. Headshot. New cloak. Oh, it's a cursed cloak. Yes. Oh, it's a cursed -2 cloak. Boo. Oh well. I mean, that -2 to my AC is not insignificant, I assure you. But I'm not exactly about to burn 2 enchant armor scrolls just to eventually find a better cloak to fix it. I'll wait till I find a better cloak to take this one off. In the meantime, I will enjoy the benefits of being partially bound in armor. He's unaffected? Okay, who the hell put him to sleep and woke him up then? God damn it. One of my allies must have bit him the moment he fell asleep. That's the best explanation I can come up with. I do need to ditch something for the sake of weight. Let's go ahead and eat an apple. Eat another apple. There we go. Are you vulnerable yet? Yes, you are. Good. Come here. Kill. Come here. Kill. Come here. Okay, I hate it when my allies bite my EH'd enemies. It doesn't happen very often, but it happens often enough to be irritating. All told, I can definitely see the argument for not using allies slash meat bodies slash skeletons as a stabber. I just don't believe that the cons outweigh the pros, is what it comes down to. Stab, stab. Oh, come on, why won't you all die? That's good, better. I like you guys dead. Much better than I like you guys alive, at any rate. Okay, that chamber is cleared. You are just pissing me off by being a centaur. So I'm going to go ahead and confuse you all near deep water. Splash! I love that sound. I hear four splashes. Which means most of the fast-moving centaurs, while confused, probably died. There's one more. Hopefully, yep, there goes another. I don't know how many of my skeletons are going to die, and I don't really care about them anymore. I'm going to go around the long way and then try and fight the death yak. Okay, because you're here, we're gonna do a double conjure flame and then attack you while you're inside the fire. And that kills him. Not sure where the death yak went. Oh, there's one. Hey, come here, death yak. Boom! Headshot. EH should be close to max. Yes, it's 1 point short. Castability on regen is respectable, so I'm turning off charms for the moment until I have a further reason to gain more of it. Stabbing is growing, dodging is growing, stealth is growing, so it's all good. Stealth is in fact... Oh, wow, stealth by enhancement is already at 20. Yeah, once I'm fully bound in armor, that's going to be even better. So I'm going to raise stabbing above a trickle to a focus, just because it's not gaining from the enhancement bonus that everything else is. Ow. Run. You're not immune, are you? No, okay, he's fine. Just not working. It's the difference between spamming a Mephitic Cloud on these guys and EH. When you spam Mephitic Cloud, you only have to fire once every 3 or 4 turns because they stay within the cloud for that long. But even when it works, you don't know how long it's going to last, and you do need to get more than one hit. When you spam EH, you're just burning through your mana. It really sucks. But the moment it hits, boom, they just die. Is it sad that the moment I looked at that I thought treasure trove? I really want to get some HP going here, but you know what? At least one of you has seen me, so why doesn't the one who's seen me come out? Thank you. Just Mephitic, this guy is getting really hard to ignore. It's not just Death Yaks either, mind you. High hit dice enemies in general are harder to hit with a lot of your disable spells. Boom. And now that should give me something to help beat up this guy with. Also turn on Necromantic Regeneration, please. Pick your poison, asshole. Okay, I don't have any mana. I'm not sure why I'm auto-exploring with no mana. I mean, do I want to run into things? Seriously? Throw up a nice Confuse, that will save me some mana and get me some stabs and some sweet fucking honeys. Hey you, tag, you're it, come. Running my evade versus his MR, and eventually one of us will win. Okay, I don't want you all to see me at once, so how about one of you just steps forward and bees a man. Damn it, they're all here. Gotcha. Where's the staircase? Seriously, I need to get out of here. There's several Death Yaks roaming freely, possible rockworms from behind, and... okay, there's one. We'll try that one. And that Black Mamba could be very difficult to deal with no mana right now. Right now I can at least outrun the enemies who are pursuing me. That won't be true with the Black Mamba in play. I might have to use the dig wand to get out of this place, but I can still get out of this place with the dig wand. I don't dare walk in there any further. I'm just going to start mass confusing. If the brainworms all decided to activate at once, I could suddenly find myself unable to cast spells. And with them all clustered, just a few mass confuses really should do the trick. Or mass Mephitics, sorry. Resulting in mass confusion. I'm pretty sure even the Lindworm is vulnerable to this. Yeah, he is. Yes, into the fray. Okay, that's all of them. Anything that has a skeleton, please raise. I don't think any of these do, they're all worms. Apparently lindworms have skeletons, that's weird. Not saying no, mind you, I'm just surprised. That's all of them, worms thinned out. Yeah, so there is no communication between this area and the outside world, and given that there are physical obstructions in the form of those plants, I'm just going to dig my way out. Wow, there's still more physical obstructions with that fungus. And this plant, holy crap, this area is designed to trap you. I'm just gonna beat this thing up as fast as I can. Don't want to have to go the long way while running away. Okay, that's a heal, and I really should stop this run right now, but I also am so close to just clearing out Lair 8 that I just kind of want to finish it. So let's pull you upstairs, get you out in the open, get you in front of a fire, and then stab you to death. Or just punch you to death. No need for actual stabs. You, come with me. Go to sleep, bitch. Die, motherfucker, die. Ah, shit. Wrong direction. Okay, well, come with me, come with me. Do this the old-fashioned way. I actually felt like it worked a lot better, but in reality it didn't. It just got lucky. Methodic Cloud could have taken a while to work. Okay, what am I training? Just hexes? Okay. And and the Holy Triumvirate, which, you know, there's never a reason to stop training. Oh, you're stuck. Oh, I guess it's a bit of a maze to get out, isn't it? Yeah, I wouldn't expect a snake brain like you to figure that out. Okay. That's either all or most of the enemies down here. So, certainly good enough. Experience-wise, I've almost hit level 15 just off the lair. I've also got a whole bunch of cool stuff, and I managed to get that spell that I really wanted since the beginning of the game. That's all for now. When we come back, I'll continue the run, probably go Orc. Thank you all for watching. I will see you guys next time.